Got a vision, got it to table. You know the rules. You definitely know how the fuck we play, you. Back at it. It's like an anniversary thing going on, almost close to it. You see the title in hand. You see what we discussing. You see what we talking about. I'm just curious to know. FbA. What happened? What happened? I thought everything that y'all said was law. I thought everything that you say goes with the culture in hip hop. According to FbA, y'all created hip hop. According to the FbA, y'all call the shots. Y'all the gatekeepers of this. Y'all, everything got to go between y'all. Reason why I'm doing this show today is to prove a point. FbA, y'all ain't shit. And y'all a bunch of fucking liars. What happened to the cancellation of Fat Joe? What happened? Y'all was like, he's going to be canceled. The Joe and Jada Kiss showed it like about a few weeks ago. They just got him 400,000 subscribers. Canceling what? You got all hype. You got all upset for what? You remember this?
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't that one. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American. Who are these guys? You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout. The FbA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack anybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? Oh, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York. Right. So they telling a whole other story. This was whoopity doo wop. These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't that one. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American. Who are these guys?
So you remember that, right? You remember the uproar it caused, right? Every motherfucker with a YouTube channel that represents the FbA got on Fat Joe and was saying, yo, it's over. It's over for Fat Joe. Yo, the FbA, we're going to cancel Fat Joe. What happened? What happened?
Yep.
What happened? What happened to the cancellation? We still waiting on that. Look at this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but he probably an FbA member.
About Fat Joe again, man. I need answers. What the F is wrong with Fat Joe? I still need answers.
It is.
I don't know, man. You think that if a person was around black people as long as he claimed and he made all this music with black artists, and he was such a dope rapper and all this stuff in his young years, what happened? What happened to the respect? What happened to the love? What happened to the understanding? To be able to sit back and just diss black people.
He diss black people. He disses certain black motherfuckers, man. The FbA, man. Fuck the FbA. I've been said fuck the FbA on my show. I've been said that. They can eat a dick. Because you know why I'm on fuck this nigga right here. You know why I'm on that fuck the FbA time? See, I don't give a fuck what y'all do in communities, black communities. Keep doing that shit. But you're not going to change the narrative in hip-hop. You out of your fucking mind. Not on my time. Not on my watch. I'm not fucking with y'all on that level. Y'all can do all the beautiful things y'all want, but you're not gonna change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? I remember KRS-One was doing a little small tour, going around different areas. He started in the West Coast, and the name of the tour was a speaking tour. It was like, who's your cohort? Went to the South, asked the same questions. Who your cohort? The reason why KRS did that, to bring understanding, because these FBA guys started coming out and saying all types of riff-raff. Hip-hop started in 1948. The Bronx had nothing to do with it. Then they showing beat-de-dop-biddy-beep-ba-da-ba-boo and be like, yeah, that's hip-hop. That's hip-hop over there. You see, we been doing it. You niggas wasn't doing shit. At that time, you motherfuckers was getting beat, slashed on your backs, getting hung up on trees. That's not hip-hop. Hip-hop represents the free black man. Let's not mistake that. Hip-hop represents the free black man. When you seen Grandmaster Cash, when you seen Melly Mel, when you seen Kool Herc, you seen so many other brothers, they was doing hip-hop freely. It wasn't under pressure. We took the baton and we ran with it. When that 30-plus thing, that 50-year-plus thing came into BX, and it was televised, all you down south cats, all you West Coast cats was offended to see that many Spanish people surrounded in hip-hop. Let me tell you something. The Bronx is going to protect our Latino brothers. You feel what I'm saying? Regardless. I'm not saying that the Latinos started hip-hop. You know that's not what I'm saying. Of course it's a black thing, but it's a Bronx thing. It's not no motherfucking FBA. Fuck out of here. So, with this cancellation of Fat Joe that was coming out, y'all FBA YouTubers started getting on and saying, oh, the BET Awards, they canceled Fat Joe. Let me ask you ignorant, stupid motherfuckers something. Did you hear a statement from BET? Did you hear anybody from BET say, due to Fat Joe language, we are canceling him off the BET? Did you hear that from BET itself? No, but you faggots ran with it like, yeah, you see? See, we don't play. FBA don't play. When we say cancel somebody, we do it. Look at BET. Come to find weeks later, Fat Joe wasn't canceled. That shit just lost. That shit just lost it out. It just lost out. It wasn't, Fat Joe didn't get fired. Fat Joe wasn't taken off. Actually, he decided to leave himself. He knew the shit was going downhill. He knew the shit was about to fall off. It had nothing to do with what he said. Here's Fat Joe and Jadakiss talking about the cancellation that they thought Fat Joe had something to do with it, but which they really didn't. Y'all FBA motherfuckers just don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. The Soul Train Award, BT Awards, had nothing to do with Fat Joe. 3 years he hosted it. But it was a time when it got like the Ratchet Awards and nobody was really going and this and that. Then I guess with the passing of Don Cornelius, whoever was in charge of the Soul Train, I guess, I don't know, slipped. It didn't have the same fluidity as it had other years, prior to before he passed. So now they just canceling it. That's like a loss for the culture. What'd you say? You want me to say? You just explain what do you want you to say? I just gave I got a different approach, man. Okay? And my approach. Hear this. BET,
this is a form of gentrification, what's going on right now. Right? So I don't know if y'all really want to ask me about this shit right here, right? So BET came up as a community station for black people, right? In urban culture. And our man, Bob Johnson, took the check. He sold it, first black billionaire, whatever the case may be. He sold it to Viacom and Paramount, MTV and them, VH1 and them. Little by little over the years, quietly, they've been firing a lot of people behind the scenes in BET, and everybody who has something to say, they've been firing them and this and this and that. And I know because I've been working on the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3 years. Shit was like the budget, not for me, but the budget just getting chopped and chopped and chopped. And last year, I did
3 years.
a single with Khaled in the VMAs, and Katy Perry's still flying through the air in the VMAs.
Cancel what?
Blowing out of the cannons, they still flying in the air. They still got all the tricks. They still got the budgets. They got the shit, you know. And so I think in the entertainment world, I don't think I know this was like a form of gentrification. They kept underfunding them, and you ain't got no money to be creative. That's why you was watching Ratchet Awards and all that. They ain't had no bread. Last year we shot the last joint, and they have bread for what they want to have bread for. I'm so honored for the opportunity, Connie Orlando and the whole crew to let me host. That was one of the biggest things I ever wanted to do in my life. You know, I look up, if I never told you, I look up to a Steve Harvey. So Steve Harvey's my guy at media that I want to be like. And so, you know.
What happened to the cancellation? Huh? FbA? What happened? Y'all was so sure that Fat Joe would be canceled. Y'all was so sure that it was a wrap for him. Y'all said BET did this when BET didn't do it. BET just fell off, period, as you can hear. Inside, the man worked there for 3 years, but y'all was quick to say that. Yeah, you see what BET did to Fat Joe. They never made a statement in anything. Why y'all ran with a lie? Emotions? Y'all that much hate that y'all running up, making up lies. That's not true. Point of this video is to show you that. You FbA motherfuckers, you don't run hip hop. You don't make the narrative. You don't say shit. You don't think shit. Just keep doing the bullshit lies that y'all spreading across America. Keep up with that. Talking about cancellation of Fat Joe. FbA, listen. Anybody FbA bound, eat a dick. Fuck you respectfully. Have a nice day.